What's up, guys? This is Fair. I'm back with another video. Tonight I am going to be talking about grief and coping with grief. If you are new here, welcome. If you've been here before, go ahead and do me a favor and like and share this video. And also, if you're new, do me a favor and subscribe to my channel. Alright, let's go ahead and jump into it. Now, as you all know, most of us have experienced some type of grief or loss this year. COVID-19 has really just been, it's been a lot for all of us. And I haven't really experienced grief in the way that I've experienced it in these last few weeks, ever in my life. You know, we have people that pass away, and we say our condolences to you and your family, and we're sorry for your loss, but we never really ever like experience what that person who has lost someone that's close to them, we never really experience what they're going through. So recently on December 17th, my Auntie Nail, or a lot of you all know her, or a lot of people know her as Miss I. Thomas or Inez Thomas, she passed away. And it's just really been different for me. I've had people pass away in my family, and it hurt me, but this was a tremendous loss for me. I feel like, you know, she's my mother's sister. She's my aunt. Like, this is my immediate family, like someone that I see on like a daily or weekly basis. So it hit me really hard. And I never really experienced grief until after, you know, after losing her. So what I've noticed about grief is it has its stages, and you really don't know how you're gonna feel from one day to the next. It has very extremely high highs, and then you have those lows. So I wanted to research and see like how do you deal and how do you cope with grief. So in doing my research, I found out that there are stages of grief. I never knew this before. Like I said, I've experienced loss, but never to this magnitude. So as I said, there are 5 stages of grief. Now I'm looking down at my notes as well. So the first stage of grief is denial. And in Wikipedia it says, in this stage, individuals believe the diagnosis is somehow mistaken and cling to false preferable reality. Now, when my aunt first contracted COVID-19, you know, I was like, okay, you know, she has it, and you know, she's gonna get better. And you know, never expected to not ever be able to talk to her or see her again. So I was kind of in denial. Well, not so much as denial, but I just wanted it to be okay. The next stage is anger. And I can't say that I experienced some type of anger too during the process. Like when she first got it, it's like out of all the people to get sick, come on, Auntie Nell is like the sweetest person ever. Like really, she's sick and there's nothing that I can really do. It's really important to be there for people while they're here, because it's just a numbing feeling when you can't talk to that person anymore. So I was angry. I was angry after, you know, I found out that she was in the hospital. I was still in denial. I wanted it to be okay. I wanted it to go away. But, you know, she wasn't really getting any better. Even though my faith was there, I had high hopes for her getting better. It just wasn't improving any. The third stage of grief is bargaining. And the third stage, it says it involves a hope that the individual can avoid or me or you can avoid a cause of grief, usually the negotiation of an extended life is made in exchange for a reformed lifestyle. Okay, Lord, if you make, and I think a lot of people do this, okay, Lord, if you bring me out of this, then I'll do this. So in this instance, it'll be like, well, if you save my brother's life, Lord, I'll never do this again. And you see this in movies and things of that nature. Now, I will say that I did some bargaining with God. I'm like, okay, Lord, please. More, I think mine was more so begging than bargaining, but I'm like, okay, Lord, I'll give your name praise, I'll give you glory, all the stuff that I already do, but I'll be so grateful. I'm like, Lord, please, this Auntie Nell, you gotta let her come back, or you gotta help her pull through this. So I was hopeful. I wanted her to get better. And you know, I didn't want to be sad, but it was hard not to be sad. It was hard not to cry. It was hard not to just feel down, because it's like, dang, I wish I could have said this to her, or I wish I could have been there, or called more, or said I love you more, or things of that nature. And then with COVID going on, you can't be in the hospital with your family, so that's like even more of a sadness that's over me. It's like, dang, we can't even be in there to comfort her during this time. And the fourth stage of grief is depression. I've experienced, of the 4 that I've talked about so far, and there's one more after this, that depression sets in. I tell you, when I got the call, my mom called me. I was at work and I was right in the middle of teaching, and it will be a day that I will never ever forget. And she said, you know, Neil passed, and it just, my heart dropped to the floor. And I'm not gonna cry in this video, but my heart dropped to the floor, and it was just a feeling of just helplessness. Like, I'm helpless. I can't do anything about this. You know, wanting to be strong for my mother, but I just cannot get over this pain that I feel with losing someone so close to me, someone that I'm used to seeing every day, someone that my children love. They love their Auntie Nell, and it's like so many things rushing through my mind, and I don't know. I can't really explain it, but definitely denial. There was the anger, there was the bargaining, there was almost a depression, and saying, God, why did you let this happen to her? She's such a good person. Everybody loves Auntie Nell. Why does she have to leave us? And then the last one is acceptance. This is the last stage of grief. I'm learning to cope with it. You know, we buried her on this past Saturday, and like I said, I've never had to deal with grief at this magnitude. I don't think I will ever be able to accept that she's gone. I find myself even saying now, like, dang, Auntie Nell, like, dang, man. And, you know, I find myself saying, you know, I miss you. I miss you, Auntie. And I don't know. I don't know if, you know, there is there's an acceptance there, but, you know, it's hard. It's hard to fully accept the fact that, you know, I won't be able to see her anymore, or, you know, it's just, it's hard. That acceptance part is, I haven't gotten to that part yet. I know that God makes no mistakes, and I still have faith that she's in a better place, but that does not stop my heart from just wanting to be able to call her, or be able to just see her smile and hear her interact with my kids who love her so much. But I am hopeful that my faith will become stronger because of this tragedy that my family has had to deal with. If you're dealing with grief, my suggestion and how I'm coping with it now is really by loving on the people who are still here and, you know, checking in with them, making sure that they know that you care for them, because it's nothing like not ever being able to talk to someone again. That's a hollowing feeling. And again, I know God makes no mistakes. And, you know, I still trust him with my very being, and I still believe that he has a plan for each of our lives. So this video is not to discourage anyone, but just let you know that you're not alone in dealing with your grief. Like I'm dealing with it as well right now. So I understand it better. I understand it more than I've ever understood it before. And anyone who has lost a loved one this year, in 2020, my heart goes out to you. We're making it, and by grace and through faith, we are able and we will be able to make it through when those times get hard. There'll be good days. Some days I'm smiling and I'm happy, and then I'll get a memory in my phone, a picture. Like today I saw a memory with my aunt taking a picture in church, and it kind of broke me down. So there will always be those moments where we remember them, but the Bible tells us not to cry over them as if they're not gonna live again. My auntie was a person of faith, and I'm a person of faith as well, and I do believe when I take my last breath, when I lift my eyes again, I will be in the presence of the Lord, and I'll see my aunt again, I'll see my uncle again, I'll see my grandfather and my cousin and everyone else that I, you know, have passed away that have a relationship with the Lord Jesus Christ. Be encouraged. Stay strong. Do not let the enemy get you down because you lost a loved one this year. You made it through. You're sitting here, you're watching this video. So that means that God still has a plan and a purpose for your life. So walk into that. Walk into your 2021 hopeful that by his stripes we are healed, that we are free from sin, that we are free from fear and doubt. Trust that the Lord is going to make a way for us. Thank you guys for watching this video. I hope I didn't get too emotional. I try not to let any tears come down my face, but even making this video is helping me cope with this grief that I feel, and I don't think it's something that you get over overnight. I feel like it's something that you will get over with time. So just continue to pray and ask God to just give you strength on those days that you're weak. Okay guys, I love you, but God loves you more. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Share this video, subscribe to my channel, and just tune in for 2021. We're hitting the ground running, and we are going to be releasing some more content and just growing in the faith, growing in my faith. That's what I want to do. And making sure that 2021 is definitely God driven and God filled. All right, you all have a great night.